recording. It is July 18th, 2025. I'm going to show you a picture I took of some graffiti that may or may not still be there. Because I am just still absolutely fucking baffled and genuinely fucking enraged by this quotation from Martha Wells' newest story, published July 10th, 2025, so I am a week late to the party. It's called Rapport, Friendship, Solidarity, Communion, Empathy, because that's the kind of name you give a fanfiction when you cannot think of a single other thing to do. And here's this paragraph from this thing. Partway down the corridor, Iris realized the graffiti was gone and the colors caught in her light were decorative. She stopped in front of a mural taking up most of the height of the tall, curving wall. And this is just absolutely fucking baffling and infuriating to me on multiple levels. First of all, the graffiti was gone. And we are told that the evidence for the graffiti being gone is that now the things painted on the wall are decorative. What does Martha Wells think graffiti is? What does she think constitutes graffiti that she thinks graffiti and decorative are mutually exclusive categories? The colors caught in her light were decorative. It's also just a terrible fucking sentence. Like, even before we go to the substance of the sentence, it's just terrible. What do you fucking mean that decorative and graffiti are mutually exclusive categories, Martha Wells? What the fuck are you talking about? Have you never walked through any area lived in by poor people? Have you never gone to a fucking marketplace? Anything? What the fuck? What? I genuinely have no clue how privileged and rich you have to be, and racist and classist you have to be to come to the conclusion that graffiti and decorative are mutually exclusive categories. Like, genuinely, what in the fuck? And then we get a further specification on a category that excludes graffiti, which is murals. Mural and graffiti are being held up as mutually exclusive categories because I guess Martha Wells has never seen a goddamn mural in her fucking life. Or if she has seen a street mural, I guess she just assumed that it was there on purpose all the time, because she seems to be defining graffiti as art that looks good to her. So therefore, any art that is decorative or anything constituting a mural is therefore categorically not graffiti. What the fuck? I've absolutely fucking baffled by this. Like, I can fucking tell what she is trying to fucking convey with this sentence, that the mural that they have found is different from the graffiti they found earlier because it's older. That's a totally fine concept. This is a dumpster fire of a goddamn execution, and it is literally just displaying Martha Wells' fucking racism and classism and weird as goddamn hell fucking just forgot the hang-ups about what can be considered what. It's genuinely baffling to me. I have lived in Pennsylvania and Maryland and now Georgia. I don't know where the fuck Martha Wells, like, does she live in a gated community? Does she live in a community where poor people aren't allowed? Or just generally creative people aren't allowed? Because I'm gonna scroll up and show you a photo from a bench here in the park. And just, oh my god. Alright, some context first. This is a bench that has been absolutely covered in graffiti for all of the years that we've been here to notice it, and it's absolutely fucking delightful. It's delightful. It's fucking delightful. People draw characters from shows I don't watch, anime characters I don't recognize, but I know vaguely who they are, but I don't remember their names. They draw them. They will draw cute little animals. Like there was one drawing of a cute little bear, and then they labeled it, "Give him some accessories." And then everybody just drew on top to give the bear like a little party hat, a scarf, little shoes, a pride flag. It's fucking delightful. People were writing polls, people were writing poetry. There was one poll that stayed up for a long time that said, "Who's queer?" And then there were 3 options. It was yes, no, and maybe. And then the most delightful and fucking fantastic thing about this poll was that somebody had originally written in the maybe category, and then they came back and they crossed out their tally mark in the maybe category and drew an arrow to the yes category with little hearts around it. And then everybody else drew more hearts around it the next time I went back. This is all graffiti. Any unauthorized art or painting, it doesn't have to be painting, it's usually paint. But in this case, it's usually pen or pencil or marker. Any unauthorized art on a surface that you don't own, that's graffiti. If you paint on a sidewalk, that's that you don't own and you don't have permission to be doing that, that's graffiti. If you write poetry on a sidewalk or wall or bench, that's graffiti. Martha Wells, even sidewalk chalk can be considered graffiti, at least until it rains and washes it away. Martha Wells is so fucking determined to categorize everything into mutually exclusive categories because of her fucking obsession with biological essentialism that she is now extending that to art and saying that decorative and murals are mutually exclusive categories from graffiti because she seems to have decided that graffiti is only art that looks good. Like, this thing is supposed to be, if we give Martha Wells the benefit of the doubt, the thing that she is maybe trying to do, if we give her the benefit of the doubt, is to say that the mural is distinct from the other fucking graffiti because it's noticeably older. But that's not what she decided to say. She didn't decide that this graffiti was different from the other graffiti because there was a big blockage in the corridor preventing anybody from getting back here, and the amount of dust on the floor shows that nobody has been back here in hundreds of fucking years, because this level of dust can only accumulate on a space station after hundreds of years, because not even the goddamn air recycling systems can make up for lack of humans just coming through and cleaning shit every now and then. That's all you gotta do to say that this mural is separate from the other graffiti. But no, just by establishing a very vast age difference, you could even fucking say, because this is a stupid ass sci-fi future, you could say that their magical sensor things were detecting completely different chemical compositions of the paint used. That's a literal thing people do! But not Martha Wells, because she's classist and racist and wants to now define graffiti as only art that looks bad, that nobody has any interest in, even though I'm pretty goddamn sure the characters here that are examining all this shit are supposed to be archaeologists. I know for a fact that Martha Wells is obsessed with Stargate because she referenced Daniel Jackson's first death in the damn series and made Art and Murderbot cry about it. Daniel Jackson would be delighted at all of the graffiti in this corridor, not just the older shit. He would literally have to be dragged away by the collar to go deeper in because he wants to stop and look at the stuff right at the start. And Martha Wells is too classist and ableist and hung up on everything must be a yes or no category to even have that. So now let me scroll up and show you this photo I took of this graffiti. This is after the bench here was power washed or power sanded. I don't know what you do. You can see, let me zoom in. You can see here at the edges, this silver wood. This is the older wood, and also there's little claw marks from squirrels on it, which I think is adorable. Those little claw marks, those are from squirrels. This silver wood here is what has been facing the sun this whole time and is what was getting graffitied on this whole time. And now they are power washing or power sanding it, I don't fucking know how this works, to get rid of the graffiti. It doesn't work though, because everybody loves doing the graffiti and everybody loves looking at the graffiti. So somebody wrote, let me zoom in. I guess this is marker. I thought it was pencil. The main things people write on this bench with is pencil, pen, and like Sharpies. This looks like a thin Sharpie or maybe just a regular black marker. It says, your art, and this is in reaction to the bench getting power sanded, whatever, to remove all of the graffiti that was there before. So this person wrote, your art, polls, and funny and inspirational words may be erased, but not forgotten. Thank you for the good times I had watching it all. Never stop creating. With a little heart. Because everybody loves this fucking bench and loves fucking graffitiing all over it. Because everybody, with the exception of one person whose art was immediately drawn over and erased by everybody who saw it, everything put on this fucking bench is positive and uplifting and fun. And this is all graffiti. Just because it's nice things doesn't mean it's not graffiti. It's graffiti. They are the powers that be are actively trying to erase it by power washing the fucking thing to remove layers of wood to remove the graffiti, and people are already taking it back. The only thing they've accomplished is giving people a new blank surface with which to draw more stuff on. People were writing poems on here, people doing art, collaborative art, as I said multiple times, polls, poems, and now we got this message. This I took this like last picture last month. I don't know if this will still be here. I hope it is, because it's delightful. And Martha Wells would decide that this either is too nice to so that it's disbarred from being graffiti, even though it literally is graffiti, or something. And I just can't get over the fact that these characters are supposed to be archaeologists, but then they don't care about graffiti from hundreds of years ago. It's like, I don't even think you understand how archaeologists think. Anybody, and it's so, the scene is so fucking weird, because Iris, the protagonist for this thing, who barely fucking exists, and this is the second, nah, I'm not gonna even get into that. Iris stops to look at the graffiti for like 5 fucking seconds, and then she's like, oh no, I got distracted. But it's like, she'd made a mistake in getting distracted by describing the graffiti on the wall here for 5 seconds. But it's like, you're not distracted. This is literally what you all came to look for. Everybody else has stopped walking because this is literally their destination. It's not like she got so distracted she stopped walking and everybody walked ahead without her, and now she's in a fucking horror movie where she's stuck in these dark tunnels by herself. No! This is their destination. Everybody else has stopped. They're here to look at the fucking graffiti. But Martha Wells has decided that because some of the graffiti is a fucking mural that apparently, by some arbitrary classist racist definition, counts as decorative, where all of the graffiti leading up into here somehow doesn't. It's just ridiculous. And like, I just wanted to fucking show this because I'm a fucking poor person, and I have seen so many fucking types of graffiti in my life, including multiple graffiti murals. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Martha Wells, or where the hell she lives, that she thinks decorative and mural are mutually exclusive categories from graffiti. Supposedly this fucking thing that literally cannot be called a story because it doesn't have a beginning and it doesn't have an end. Supposedly this was edited, but like, how is this the final fucking, the best goddamn version of this thing you can come up with, when all you have to do for what she seems to be trying, if we give her the benefit of the doubt, it seems like, in the world where she's not a fucking bigot, It seems like all she was trying to do here was say the mural is noticeably older, so it's from a different era. But what she decided to do instead was claim that graffiti, decorative, and mural are mutually exclusive categories. If something is decorative, then it's not graffiti, even though that's not how graffiti works. It's just so fucking racist and classist, and I am absolutely goddamn astounded. Anyways, that's it. Bye bye.